Everybody wants to win, everybody wants success, but almost nobody wants to grind. People say, if you believe, you can achieve, but belief alone doesn't win wars. Belief didn't save John Wick's life. Work did. Action did. Ruthless, painful, disciplined action. In the real world, you don't get what you dream about. You get what you're willing to suffer for. And if you're not grinding every single day, someone else is, and they'll take what you could have had. John Wick isn't a superhero. He bleeds, he feels pain, he gets knocked down, but he never stops moving. What made John Wick unstoppable? It wasn't luck, it wasn't talent, it was discipline. He shows up when it hurts, he executes without excuses, he doesn't miss a rep, he doesn't skip a step. Most people quit in the middle of pain, they stop one step before success. You ever wonder how many people almost became legendary, but gave up because they didn't feel like finishing? John Wick doesn't wait for motivation, he does what needs to be done, and so should you. Because if you only work when it's easy, you'll never make it when it's hard. And it's always going to get hard. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you woke up at 5 a.m. and did what you needed to do, even though you hated every second of it? If you can't answer that, that's your problem. That's where your grind dies. That's why you're stuck where you are. John Wick lost everything. His peace, his wife, his dog, the last gift from the woman he loved. He had every excuse to quit, to stay in bed, to give up. But instead, he went to war. Why? Because the world doesn't hand you what you deserve. It hands you what you take. You think things will just happen for you? They won't. You'll wake up one day and magically be disciplined. You won't. You have to build it, one day at a time, one painful, exhausting, miserable rep at a time. Clean your room, make your list, hit every rep, show up to every class, be the last one to leave. Most people are defeated not by one big battle, but by 1,000 tiny surrenders. They hit snooze one day, they skip one workout, they eat what they shouldn't eat, and then do it again. Discipline dies slowly. Your greatness erodes in moments you think don't matter, but they do. Right now, think about the one thing you're procrastinating on. You know what it is. Go ahead, say it out loud. That is the thing holding you back, not talent, not money, not luck. That one thing you refuse to do. John Wick didn't win because he had less pain. He won because he fought through more pain. He used pain as fuel. When you're tired, that's when it matters most. When you're sore, that's when growth happens. When you're doubting yourself, that's where the line is drawn, and you either cross it or you quit. You either choose to be a beast, or you sit on the bench with the losers, and nobody's coming to pat you on the back for quitting. Every single successful person you admire, they're just like you. Same blood, same bones. The only difference? They outworked you. If John Wick can get stabbed, shot, fall off buildings, and still keep moving forward, what's your excuse? If he can crawl through fire to finish what he started, you can wake up on time. You can skip that junk food. You can push one more set, one more rep. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. The reason you're not where you want to be is because you didn't do what needed to be done. You made excuses. You prioritized comfort over discipline. You can lie to everyone else, but you can't lie to yourself. So what now? Grind. Grind every day. Not just when you feel like it. Not just when it's easy. Grind when you're exhausted. Grind when nobody's watching. Grind until people stop asking you if and start asking you how. John Wick didn't wait for the right moment. He made the moment. So can you, but only if you grind every single day. Because if you don't, someone else will.